Numbies is like the first person in line to crack jokes about how he plays. That's why it's like so easy to like make light of his play.
It's so good. He's not really big about it.
It's so funny because he does not play like this in any other game. You play him in fighting games, you play him in puzzle games, you play him in Mario Kart. This isn't how he plays. He's just like this for Ultimate. He does this just for you people. Don't you feel special?
Yeah.
Reggie says through tears. All right. But of course, Numbies lives and dies by the ledge. This is far from E's first song and dance with Numbers.
No, they played recently this week, and I know Mr. E has been taking the Xenos over Numbers, but I know Numbers does make these adaptations, especially at bigger events. So.
Yeah, no, he's been playing crazy good today. Like, if there's any day for him to give E a hard time, it would be today. But at the same time, like, he has fought so hard through this lower bracket. Like, it almost makes you feel a little bad if he isn't going to win. Especially if he's going to be playing it out the gate like this as he takes first stock.
No, Mr. E is looking like he's trying to be #1 in New York right now. He's trying to show you why he should be named the best.
Well, listen, they got #1 on the PR waiting on Winterside Grand. So if you're vying for the throne tonight, these two got to fight for it first.
All right, Let's Trap again. And not many people can Let's Trap Numbers too.
You know, it's one story if Numbers puts himself there. It's a whole nother thing if Lucina's locking you up at the ledge.
Yeah. Oh, new.
Yeah.
Just new. Get back out to there.
Well, consider the positioning. Like, he's in a perfect spot to be able to cover the plethora of options that Numbies can throw at him at any given moment.
Yeah.
Whether it's roll, a button, even a neutral getup.
You know what's like even crazier? Weaven has one of the furthest rolls too, so he blatantly
No,
just
that girl's
knew.
booking it from the ledge.
He just, oh my God.
So
She just
Lucina
stepped on him.
too.
She just stepped on him.
Woo.
I know you like when Weaven steps on people. But
Yo. Reggie, you want to share with the class?
I said, you. It's your thing, not mine.
You know, they still going.
No, it's still stepping.
I'm just trying to fight out this corner, and it's going well enough, but 126 is bleeding. He needs to buy himself a lot of time.
Yeah, but he's used to a bit of blood. We saw with the Zamba set, he was bleeding a lot and just managed to make the comeback right there. So if E does not close out, it will definitely be a bad sign.
I feel like he's also on board for this like potentially 5-minute plus game a set deal when it comes to fighting Numbers. Like he knows what he's in for. He is well enough experienced in it. And when you also consider Lucina is a fantastic character at playing in a slow game, like you're trying to approach on her disjoints.
Nah.
When she's empty hopping.
Nah.
And she's standing in roll distance at the ledge.
Nah.
Nah.
This is not the
No, like come on, like on paper that just sounds ridiculous. It's the situation Numbers puts himself in.
Yeah,
and he thrives in the chaos.
Yeah, and you saw the duck right there, just trying to duck under the Dolphin Slash. Oh, untechable right there, but
it's because there's so much damage on board. They're just swinging so aggressively. It's like the third untechable we've seen in this game.
We normally don't see them that often.
No, it's not that big of a deal.
No, it's that big of a deal.
Yeah, I guess so. It is losers finals. Maybe it is that serious.
Maybe not for us, but for them, this is the world.
What are you talking about? Come on, man. This is 3-piece, buttoned up.
You got the suit and everything?
Yeah, for real.
Oh, just grabbed him out of while he was running at him?
The run-up grab would have been insane, but the run-up to get grabbed is a whole nother level.
That's just a counter-argument.
Like, for real, hit Numbies with a Euless in here. That's maybe one of the most terrifying things that E could do is the short hop single hit of Dancing Blade. Because you consistently see him empty hopping. You consistently see the short hop nair. But Dancing Blade being as safe as it is on block, if it's just a single hit, coupled in with whatever action you're punishing, therefore, like, that's spooky stuff.
Yeah, and we've seen him. Oh, he's gone.
Nope.
Oh.
Listen, this is E we're talking about. He got that mash on.
Yeah. My bad. I was not familiar with his game.
You won't learn today.
Yeah, but this is definitely an intense game, and the F tilt going to take it right there.
All right, pop quiz, chat room. Did you DI that correctly?
Oh,
I know I didn't DI that correctly. I know Reggie didn't DI that correctly.
no, I did not. I wouldn't even have thought I got hit.
Answer, false. You didn't DI it correctly. And neither did
Ding,
he.
ding, 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 ding. Nobody DI'd it correctly.
All right, so I don't really know what your answer is here as E. You bring us to Smash Hole for game 2, which I think is a fine and dandy option. I try to just mitigate the space that numbers can be getting silly with. But at the same time, you have to consider like the fact that there is less space here. Like numbers can play aggro a lot easier. Now, I know numbers into aggro doesn't necessarily sit in the same sentence often, but you got to remember how much damage Wii Fit Trainer can bring to the table.
Oh, it should be damaging.
Like her burst damage is kind of nutty.
Okay, but yeah, again, Mr. E having firm control over the lead right here.
There's a whole lot of damage, but even then, like numbers finding his comfort zone in the bottom west zone, no less.
He's like, maybe this is the only place I'm safe.
You can't kill me down here. My stocks are safe from Lucina.
Rare opportunity. Yeah, what's the ledge trap right here? Still holding on to shield and able to get off. And crazy enough, game's even.
Yeah. Like, you had called it a leading game for E back when he was at 11%, and I believe you. But when you see how confidently Numbers is able to move off stage, a deep off stage at that, like a position where E may not be comfortable diving down there to get a kill, and you know what? I can eat my words. I can say them. I can eat them. You do.
Yeah.
Man just swings. Man just swings.
Oh, taunt,
Man
baited.
just swings.
You don't see that often.
No, that's part of the Numbers special. That's one of the many layers.
We're 2023. We're still getting baited by these things?
All right, to be fair, and I will only give this. Wii Fit does have the luxury of very strange, very exact animations when it comes to what she's doing. So if you get bluffed out because of a taunt, I'm not going to fault someone.
I'm going to fault them.
Like, yes, you may have clocked in the hours to know the matchup when you're playing it, but are you visually aware?
Oh! I'm visually aware.
All right, he might be visually aware, too.
Are you visually aware?
I don't know, honestly. Like, I'm seeing things with my eyes, but I don't know if my brain's picking it up.
The neurons are just not hidden.
Nah. Brain activity, low. My brain, smooth as a chicken cutlet right now.
Mid player. You know what it's about. All right, Mr. E, F smash and ledge not working out right there.
To be fair, it's kind of a bold call. It could have worked. It very well could have, because Numbers is once again finding that rhythm to be off stage. But the momentum is pretty heavily lost at this point, given the matching percentages, but with a whole stock lapped on E.
Yeah.
Also, it's curtains if he can get the proper timing on the down airs.
Oh, no. If the second he starts hitting those.
Because, like, we got the one, but the one could be a fluke.
All right, just giving him the respect, saying get off the ledge, okay. But back airing, Mr. E losing the stock, and
he booked it immediately. He was not here for it. We are playing the ledge game. No neutral on stage.
The Numbers gaining confidence. That's the big thing here.
All right, and now we finally start to see it go all right for E, where we've seen these constant dolphin slashes. He's loving just up being just as a reaction. A very good reactionary button it may be, but if Numbers isn't even around to like shield it, if he's just sort of there, plenty of opportunity to run up and position properly, then you just given him the world.
Yeah.
Now look at us.
And it seems like the world is coming. Up throw not going to end it right there.
No, but so close. And also consider just a couple more percents off, a little bit more time to Numbers' favor. And of course, to say nothing of the deep breathing buff. Oh.
Okay, I can deal with that one. Yeah, and Numbers just bringing this back again.
Although it's a... You know, I want to say it's a rough situation to be in, but
Yeah,
it's just going to be game 3. It'll just be game 3. No matter how you are as E trying to rush down in that situation, you now have to worry about the fear of respecting projectiles on top of having to respect normals. In a situation against a character you typically don't really have to care about. Like, there's been plenty of opportunities where John has gotten a nair, he's gotten a back air. And, like, yeah, they're not bad moves by any stretch.
Definitely not.
But, like, if it's not comboing, he doesn't really care because he's winning out in those trades. If nothing else, it's solid stage positioning. But not when you're at max rage, not when you're at bleeding percents yourself, and not when your opponent has a buff to make sure that if they hit you with something, your good is gone.
And no, definitely not. And the big thing here, it definitely has to be frustrating if you're Mr. E, because you were up both games and you just couldn't close it. And if I'm Numbers, I have no fear in the world, because like no matter how badly I'm getting beat up, I can win this.
Numbers is so funny. When I was talking to him before, like, we went in for this top 4, like, he just turns to me and goes, "What am I doing up here?" Like he didn't just like batter and bleed everyone in his path to winners finals.
Yeah, no.
And yet here he is sitting cool as a cucumber for losers finals, up 2-0 on Mr. E. And he's just kind of doing his thing.
You know what it is? You ever saw the tweet, Numbers would sleep? This is Numbers would sleep.
This is a dangerous man.
Yeah. 8 hours sleep Numbers. Different beast.
Like he's not worrying about production. He's not worrying about traveling. Like, he is in his element.
This is where he's the strongest. Look at the John Numbers. Play off the ledge.
Fascinating.
Neutral get up, hold.
I feel like the options we'll see will be anything but typical at this point because he has been so willing to swing, but it's not his typical like combo starters or his pressure tools. He's just looking to put a button out.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Like, you don't just do that. You don't just forward smash at the ledge and hope for the best. Like, this is after a bunch of options that you've boiled through to try to pressure at the ledge, force those higher recoveries. Because, yes, you know Numbers is just going to live and just pay rent beneath the ledge and in the bottom blast zone. But the few times when he is coming from above, you have to make sure that you make him pay the price.
Oh, no, definitely. You need to make him pay the price. And you see him looking for a lot more nairs. He's looking for the nair 1 into F smash right there. True, like, setup right there. Okay, getting the back air right there on her, and just run up grab. Numbers just doing it.
It's his game. Like, he's just playing it out very confidently, even though he's on last stock. Like, this is a situation we've seen multiple times now. It doesn't really matter to Numbers. He will still find that opportunity. Yes, he'll take a little bit of damage in the long run, but he will secure the tied stock situation.
All right, back throw.
I was going to say, you better not be off the back throw.
Yeah, no, it definitely should be. Okay, wasn't confident in the hit right there.
He could have murdered him right then and there, but it's all good.
Yeah, and it suck if it will just come back to bite.
I mean, it is what it is, right? Like, you put yourself in a situation where you have to be willing to swing. Otherwise, well, what are you going to do? You're going to let him heal? You're going to let him just throw things at you while his percent whittles itself back down to a healthy number?
Maybe.
Like, here we are on the tied stock.
Yeah.
With 54%.
Same
Relatively middling percentages. It's not that bad. E can very much just turn this into just a full stock. But it's a tied game, so he's got to be careful.
This is looking so rough. 60% off of 3 hits. 74.
That goes strong. She does her breathing exercises.
Yeah.
And what do you do?
So she's fit, Frank.
Listen, I don't know about that. I didn't have Wii Fit growing up. I didn't know that's what the balance board does to you.
Oh, this is what the balance board does. You weren't watching. You weren't playing.
Oh!
You drop. Oh, you live it. Balance board, baby.
Yeah, for real, balance board life hits different.
Okay,
now you're going. Come on now.
Hey, you can't do all that.
He is such a big believer in this upbeat on reaction. Out of shield, it's just especially one of the best get off me tools.
All right.
Here we are.
He's on the board.
It's the possible rubber game. Does he bounce back from this? Do we see the reverse? Or does Numbers clutch it? Because that's what we've been getting consistently.
Yeah, no. He's been clutching it.
Not a single Game 5 yet. I cry. I weep. But I have confidence that Numbers can bring us to it.
I have confidence. Oh, you mean...
Like, we got something on the board here.
You mean E will bring us to Game 5?
He will bring us to Game 5, but it's more so, I feel like Numbers will get in his own head and start to mix up things that were already working. As this is a habit that I see out of him in best of fives. I feel like if he stayed to his full game plan, he'd be chilling. Because eventually, like, you run out of steam. Like, the pressure just cracks ahead. And then Numbers does his thing, and you just sort of have to exist and live with it. Are they?
FD. We're getting stage switch, too.
We're getting the switch to FD.
That
is a very bold decision.
So, I know Mr. E leaves this open, one of his favorite stages.
This man loves FD.
He said, no platforms, bet.
You want to see my juggle game? He's going to show you the juggle game.
Yeah, no.
But at the same time,
this guy's a circus act.
Numbers hardly ever like brings people here specifically, but it is, for all intents and purposes, like the logical best for his style of play with Wii Fit.
Yeah.
Like,
and I'm surprised, like, he doesn't bring so many people here. He's so good at ledge trapping in general as a player that this stage definitely allows you to bring it out.
Like, I'm going to keep it real. This is like the nuclear option. Like, Numbers broke this one out knowing full and well, like, what you're providing to E, but also just how much it means to him and his style of play. Already first stock on the board for Numbers. And consider the fact that there's no platforms to escape to. You only have yourself and the ledge. And between you, you're going to have Numbers running his way to the opposite side. There's going to be the ball and the sun in the way. A lot.
I don't want them in the way, man.
Oh, you're going to deal with it, though, because now you don't have any ways to modulate your approach against Wii Fit. You have to really pick and choose when you're approaching with shield, because all of a sudden, worrying about shield pokes is a lot greater of a risk in this matchup. You also have to consider an errant jump that just gets punished, blown up out of the sky.
Oh, but able to swat Numbers away. He was drifting back right there, so not the best DI in the world. And Mystery can do this right now.
Yeah, no, it's a stock on the board. He's got plenty of opportunity to build up that 78% deficit. And the fact that he's opting to just bull rush through the projectile pressure, again, very bold.
All right, Dancing Blade, attack on 13%.
Nah, he's out here.
Up tilt.
Oh, hold on. He can get a little saucy with...
Oh!
All right. Oh! Oh!
Yeah.
He died for it, but he would have been so cool for it. On the reel?
I was going to pop off.
No shot. I was about to just watch revert. Like, the weirdest positioning of Bear leading into a Sacred combo in the year 2023? In Ultimate?
I didn't know, man.
But nonetheless, it's Numbers with the lead, and again, he's playing with a confidence that I wasn't expecting, because I genuinely didn't think that we would get to this point. Like, my biggest fear, Numbers takes this, he runs it back. Like, yes, he is very confident on FD, but do you really want to bring Numbers back here if he's playing like this?
Well, Numbers just needs this game.
Not the full stage run-up grab.
Oh,
please.
Full stage run-up grab.
Garters. It's the first Game 5.
No. Numbers is at 3.
Oh,
that's
my
a
Lord.
3-1.
I lost count. I lost track.
Yeah, no. You lost track, man.
No.
It's 3-1.
I had it in my head this whole time.
Oh.
I'm losing my mind, dude.
You are losing your mind. What the heck?
Yeah,
You okay?
honestly,
okay?
Trev, run the replays, because I need to catch back up to see what we were doing. The biggest thing that's really mixing me up right now, I'm not gonna lie, us being on Final Destination is such a strange thing to happen.
Yeah, numbers took him there.
I just,
But
it's,
this is like one of Mystery's
I feel like
favorite
that's not a
stages.
best kept secret, right? Like that's not like a thing that like because like there are a lot of top player habits that people know but are very hush about. You don't just like share with the class.
So
liking FD is not one of those features, even though he doesn't particularly pick it often.
I don't know if the world knows. Now they might know now, but he just lost on here. But definitely in the LI community, it's like a known thing.
It's like you don't pick FD against him because of how he plays, and I feel like we saw a lot of that in his play.
Yeah, but numbers kind of was like just better on there. The ability to ledge trap Mystery so greatly, and we're looking at the replays there, just catching jumps right there. And the big thing here in like this set, Mystery just couldn't close.
Yeah, no, it was all. If it wasn't just a straight up reversal and just finding big damage at the ledge, like it was numbers game. And even as we go back through the stocks on FD now, it really is just fascinating because like you think like, all right, yeah, it's a lot of ledge play. Of course, it's a lot of ledge play. It's numbers. You don't think much of it, but really taking into consideration like the loss of options to E, it worked. It worked incredibly well. And I feel like we don't get a chance to see something like that often when it comes to E. But he falls at third.
Yeah, no, he definitely does. Definitely had a great run today.
Baller run, honestly.
Yeah,
like
baller.
whether it was on or off stream, like getting a chance to watch him play with that fire, cool. It was good play nonetheless. But we're running it back from winners finals.
Nah, we're definitely running it back. And Zama
I just
walked to the
didn't
stage.
think numbers would get to this point, and I'm so glad he did.